Hello everybody, and we're back for another episode of Minecraft Creative City Building Project Wonderworld. Today's episode is episode 5, day 4 technically. So let's jump into the game. So I've done one thing since last time, and that was because I was curious of how to do it. I've been very busy today, hence why most of my designs haven't come into project. But what I have done is not only have I changed my skin, so yeah, I've got the hood off because I kept feeling so cursed, and I want to save the apocalypse armor for roleplay, so I don't wear out the enthusiasm when I wear it. I've still got the shaders going because the world looks so amazing in shaders, and I haven't been able to use shaders much in Minecraft because I've always had a mod or something that didn't work with them, and cross my fingers that it continues to be compatible with the mods that I like to use, because I enjoy having an actual shadow and seeing shadows and having a better lighting. Hey Vero, you're welcome. You're massively welcome, and gladly I can say that I gave a penguin skin. Yep, no one else is going to get that joke until they see you wearing that skin. But at least you get some comedy out of it. Yeah. So what I did literally before, I've got a screenshot. Not a screenshot. This is from someone's YouTube video. I just tried to do the roof because I grabbed some Japanese design. Which part? The penguin wearing a penguin, or the Japanese rooftop? Yeah, a penguin wearing a penguin. Just comical inception. You can just see how long you can play that joke now. Yeah, the roof. I looked up some Japanese designs that someone did, and for the size of the shop, I figured this was like a nice small design, because I want to do like a Japanese inspired area, which would be better. Alright, sleep nice, Vero. And yeah, trying to get the Japanese design so I can have a Japanese inspired area which would have more of these strict and exact colorations and building techniques. This is inspired of like a smaller design. Some of the designs I'd like to copy it across if I can, but for now I'm just going to break that because I don't need it in the middle of the road. I can get rid of these trapdoors for the minute. So I'm planning for today's episode basically working on the tea shop, and I've got in my head that I want to work on paddies, and that's just showing the roleplay stuff for the area. And these buildings, not much has changed apart from this one, which I've made a bit smaller to add a pathway between, and I'm going to have to redo part of the interior of the tea shop, as I was just doing the roof and it looks really weird if you cut off part of the roof. But yeah, the roof is built. I think it captures part of the Japanese aesthetic. I need to try and add more dimension on the outside. That's what I'm planning to do. Where are the trapdoors? There are the trapdoors. I want to try and like place them around, but it's going to be finicky because I've got to be very precise where I want to place stuff. I was thinking of doing some trapdoors across the bottom to try and break up the look of the bottom. I think it's going to look nice. And let me just double check. Yeah, that looks much nicer. Because I know I wanted something brown, but adding that extra layer of block, it just looks much nicer. yeah, my idea is, apart from thinking of Japanese architectural design and trying to make it look nice, I don't actually have a plan for the room up on top. I will try and find some kind of purpose. I'm just realising like I'm gonna have to redo the windows anyway because I'm missing blocks, because these would need to be a bit bigger. But luckily we've got some space to do this. It doesn't push you into the road, but like it does push you to walking around it. So irritating, but not as irritating as I could have been. So let's try. I'm just trying to picture it. How do I do it the other side? I was thinking of doing like little shutters. So 1, 2, and 3 in theory. It'd have to be on the ground, wouldn't it? Then maybe try and make them thinner. Going up. Just needs to get to about there, there, and there. And now if it'll let me in the gap, it probably won't, so we'll just place a block there so I can get some space in. There we go. Add a bit of a shutter. It's very plain kind of shutter, but it gives me the opportunity to place chimes around, because I think that's going to help make the build a bit more aesthetical, so less plain, because I hate when I leave buildings plain. And I can show a good demonstration quite quickly. Is the media building. It's only called media because it was more to remind myself what the building was, because I can make a blank building. Like that building next to it is literally a filler building, and it's inspired by Eclipse Towers. Was it from GTA? I can't remember what the real life building's name is, but I wanted a building like it, and the whole purpose that building exists is just there's a building behind the town hall that isn't as high as like I want to call it the speaker building, because it was initially going to be like a stag building, but yeah, I kind of realised it kind of turned into a giant speaker, so it's going to be the speaker building. Are those snowflakes or is that smoke? What? I'm just realising I'm not Superman. Well, there goes all the government and paychecks. Not superhero. I do love the snow with shaders. Just look how nice this is. This one I'm so happy. Because what is the frame rate even on? Let me just say. It's saying 15 frames a second. No way is this 15 frames a second. Normally that's like buggy territory, but I can move quite smoothly. It could just be that the rendering is the incorrect number. But for what it's receiving, how far I can see, how nice everything looks, I'd say much higher. Probably not when it comes to combat. Why is there just like a black spot there? I think that's because there's just a hole in that building. So where are we? I was decorating the exterior. So I'm going to place like little white lanterns about, and I want to get birch, because I saw some wood in the design that I was looking at. So I want to incorporate some different styles of building. I suppose... No, I can't really do it to the... I can do it to like 2. So not as tall as the others. But yeah. See, that looks kind of nice. Then just like chimes. So it looks quite nice. Couple white lanterns. And one of the initial aim plans for this place was just like the White Lantern tea. As it was supposed to be a Green Lantern reference. Alright, this side I'm not going to put windows because I don't think I'd be able to fit windows. But let me try birch. Birch trapdoors. I'm curious. I just want to see if I can cover the floral thing from outside. Or at least make it more covered. No. Give me a sec to brainstorm. Okay. Idea number 1 was trapdoors. Idea number 2, make it look like a feature. This is the trick where we think. So iron trapdoor. Trying to remember what other blocks to use. This is always something I forget to check. I'm thinking sandstone because my brain's looking at this build and thinking like the birch coloration palette. So there's the other sandstone and maybe like black concrete powder. Is that black concrete powder button that it's telling me about? Yeah, my idea was... Let's see if it works. Where is the debug stick? Why do I feel like I'm not doing it right? Why is it? Is it the shaders? I'll just check. I'm not sure if it's the shaders or what. But huh. Strange. The debug stick's not working. It normally lets me like move these around. There we go. Open. That's what I'm looking for. So close them. And I love this technique because what it does is just it allows me to like cheat build some things. It's going to be tricky having 2 next to each other. I don't think I've ever built 2 next to each other like this. But it's just to make it look like this some kind of air conditioning unit. Can't really put one in between the 2. But what I'm going to try and do, if I can grab a wall and maybe like do it like that. Just looks like a big egg. That just looks horrifically large. Maybe if I break it down. Yeah, I can't really do it because the size of the building. But we experimented. That's the trick. You experiment with what you've got to see what you like. And you won't believe how many times I've experimented building and gone, I hate this design. Now let's try trapdoors, oak trapdoors this time. Okay, that makes it kind of feel like a window. Yeah, that kind of works. You know the madness? I didn't know you could actually get the debug stick in vanilla Minecraft. It wasn't till someone was just telling me about it, and I went, what? That's an actual thing? I thought people were like messing with me. Because you see like YouTubers grabbing it, and I was like, it's got to be a mod or something, or like some expensive add-on that they've like paid £100 odd for. No, I literally just saw something and went, yeah, you know, you can just give it to yourself, right? It's an actual item. What? Man, if I knew that. Alright. This place hasn't got AC, but I'm thinking it needs some form of heating. The only wall that it would have heating would probably be that one, though. Which is annoying, because I've literally put a suit of armour there. An amazing looking suit of armour at that. I'll move the suit of armour, okay? I thought the game was about to just break then. Right, we'll put the suit of armour there, so it's like you come in, the suit of armour is just like staring at the wall. Okay, probably have like the setup there, like you'd have a desk or something, so we'll grab a lectern, that'd be cool, maybe a hopper. I'm just thinking generic crafty making stuff things. What else? I don't think alcohol would be something sold in this shop. Maybe a stove? Maybe? Who knows? Nah, that indicates food. This is supposed to be like a tea shop. I keep thinking that these mods are just moving around. Because, like, Chipped, that was on, like, the previous page, like, yesterday. Or the last time I was playing Minecraft. And it's like, I'm pretty sure they're moving. Moving on their own. Or is it because I tested them? No, I don't think I've tested mods in like the last few days. Oh, there's lattice in there. Good to know, because decorative blocks, it's gotten so close to me removing this. It's only because the braziers, maybe the lattice, that I've kept them. But the chances that's going to be removed, because I don't use any of the blocks, and I don't think anyone in HeroCraft even uses them. Because you forget about it. Because there's so many blocks. And I'm one of those people that I prefer having more blocks than you can use to not enough blocks to use. Because what's the point in having like no blocks to use in Minecraft? That's just the opposite of what it should be. You should have so many blocks that you stress about building. Like, oh, I need to make a building about this. I need a building for this. Yes, you do. That mad idea you had 10 years ago to make your house out of like, I know, diamonds. Do it. Minecraft's made out of mad ideas. Minecraft is, and was, and somehow is, a mad idea. Okay, there we go, that's like set up. It does look really weird in here. I'll give you that. Maybe chuck that down. So there's like a countertop, brewing stand, maybe another brewing stand. What else would probably be in here? I'm just trying to think. I wouldn't know how to run a tea shop. I would think having like things to make tea, like kettles and water. So they've got water. They've got kettles. Let me check decorative blocks, because this is always something I overlook or overthink, is things that I could use. Maybe a flower pot. Flower pot, bell maybe. Um, definitely one of the trickier things to think of, because you never know exactly what you want to use. Maybe a little statue. Who knows? A little statue there. Maybe just one. Just there. Maybe a bell. Bell there. Maybe flop. Flop on either side. Look as if they're little teacups. Get rid of this. I'm thinking a little table here, so which mod was it? I think it was McCrayfish. Yeah, they had the coffee tables. So use a little coffee table. Oh, what were the small chairs called? I know one of the mods has a really small chair. I can't remember if it was a stool or what. What does McCrayfish have in the line of small chair? Not seeing anything that screams small chair. All about another furniture mod. That shows me a stool. But if I'm seeing a stool, I might as well look at Create. Because Create has, where are they? In building, that's what I was thinking. Because it's got the little, seats, and they kind of look more comfy to me than, there we go. You've practically got your legs on the table, but this feels more tea. Because that looks better than the, it looks more comfy than the grey stool. Like, I could imagine being sat on a little, cushioned stool like this. I'm dressed as an assassin, and I just love the fact Japanese architectural design around me, and I'm dressed as an assassin. Incorrect area apparently, because this apparently would be France, or around the French area, because it's Thomas de Cornelio from Assassin's Creed Unity, so quite the interesting character, if I do say so myself. Just thinking, maybe that guy'd be holding something. I'm curious, katana. I'll give him iron katana. Can he hold it? Yes! He actually looks kind of cool holding it in a pose with it pointing down. The tea shop. The Red Dragon. That's only a temporary name. It's going to be something tea shop, but the Red Dragon's just so I know what I'm working on, or where I am in the world. Okay. I'm just realising I forgot to do chimes. And you know what? I tried the chimes mod because like I was initially curious if it'd be good, and look how amazing it is. It's suddenly coming up trying to say I have 1 FPS, but I know what 1 FPS actually looks like. I used to play Minecraft religiously on a laptop because I didn't have the money for a PC. So before I bought my first PC, it was like a laptop. That showed me what 1 FPS looked like. This is not 1 FPS. This is more than 1 FPS. That's what I can tell you. 1 FPS is like, it's so laggy and slow that you leave for 40 odd minutes to make a drink and some food and come back and you're finally hitting the ground after jumping off something. That's what 1 FPS feels like. And I've just got the energy. So I don't know what's brought me to this area. I think because it has so much like roleplay content aspiring to it. Because you've got Paulie's Pizzeria, which I just loved decorating, and here we're going to have the tea shop. In fact, it might just be the Jade Dragon. I think that's the name of Iroh's tea shop in Avatar. These buildings are going to get redone, considering you can see into this one, which is mad. It's just a florist, because I randomly thought florist. Maybe with a tree coming through it. That's going to get reworked when I can come up with an idea. Half of me really wants the next Legends character to be like plant-based. Is that just a random bit of snow? That is, random bit of snow on the statue. I don't know if I did that on camera or not. I just put the angel statues down. If you I can't remember how you do it. There's a way of interaction with it with a gun, and you get like some enchantment thing. I wanted to come to Paddy's pub. Not only the fact, like, I've got to redesign how I'm doing the whole pub. It's not exactly the whole pub, it's just redesigning, I suppose, that bit upwards, which is more like bumping it upwards. But I'll leave doing that till I have more an idea of what I want to do. Because this is the interior that currently exists, and I want to change this. I want to come in, I want it to be exciting. Also, I'm planning to replace some of the greenery, because it doesn't feel as green as it should be. And I want a few more windows maybe, or just like a redesign of the building to be a bit nicer. Because I put so much work into building, I don't want it to just be just to feel like a waste. But we've got toilets here which are tiny. I want to redo those. I want to redo a lot of this place. Mainly why I wanted to come in here. Wow, it's actually got green drinks. Is that because it's like St. Patrick's Day today, as of filming or recording? There are kegs. What was in here? Mobster's safe. And pretty sure one, yeah, the Mobster's safe key. Just in here brainstorming what could be done. So these are deep slate tiles. So that's the type of rush building that I can see was applied. So it's just brainstorming quickly. So, ooh. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the wand, because I'm going to put a bit of work into this place. I'm not going to do each and every floor. So the normal Paddy's pub, I think it's only like a floor or two. Something like that. But what I'm going to do is copy. And then we go, so that's just underneath. That would be, was it 1, 2, 3? So I copied under that, so yeah, there. Paste. So now I can just tear that open. Okay, that is level to that. Not on every single floor though, but I'll work on that. I'll work on that. That's what I'll work on. I'm just trying to work out how it'd work. I'll use this little room here to brainstorm quick. So, where is? No, I'd just have stairs there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume 5. Then let's assume that I'm just going to do my typical staircase, and then ceiling. So that would make this about 6 high. So something like that. So definitely bigger than it was. It looks nicer. And then from outside, how big is that? Yeah, that just indicates it's gone up 2. That's in line with that now. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky, because I'm just thinking how it's going to work, because I kind of want to move it down one. Because that line, I want those dots. Let's try it out. So, where was it? Here? Yeah, and if I try and do those dots equal to like the black line, I think that gives me enough space. Yeah, because then this under it, which was cobble deep slate, I can just fill in with stone now. So that gives me enough height to elevate the build. Just picked up the buttons, great. So I can properly redo this place now. So let me look at the place, because now's the time to start thinking. Here comes the snow. Yeah, I'll work on the bottom floor. The second floor is just a bit of trickery, because all I need to do is copy part of it and copy it upwards. Well, the top two bits of it, and then copy it upwards, and then that's just going to be copy and paste. But I need to work out how the building's going to be done. So let's smash this up. So in we come. Now that we can smash all this open, just gives us more space, and I can actually put actual lighting in here, not just doing random bits of dot lighting where I didn't have the light wand or the lighting wand. Yeah, this is just going to give us some more creative control, which is what I love in Minecraft, creative control of like what you're doing. And instantly my brain just went, you know, you've got a wand there, right? Yes, totally, brain, totally, I knew that. I knew what I was doing. And then the viewer went, no you didn't. No you did not. And then again, if I knew everything I was going to do or would do, I think I probably would have won the lottery or something if I knew everything I was going to do. Just know the day to play the numbers. Heck, I wish. If I won the lottery, I'd make a company that the sole purpose was just making quality content. Quality, maybe somewhat educational, because it's planned that the roleplay series, or when HeroCraft actually does hit that final goal of roleplay series, I kind of do want to add some elements of education. I don't want it to be like drains your intellect. I want you to learn some stuff, but not be, hey, I think you're stupid. I want it to be, did you know? Or what I loved as a kid, or when I got into the Flash technically, because I think I was just turning teenager when the Flash series came out, and the first thing I did was I got interested in like the comics, the Flash's comics, because the only comics I'd read to that point were Batman, and some of the Batman stories that I was reading, it was like, yeah, I know what's going to happen, because it was the same pattern of storytelling. I think when I started reading comics, You know, I think the first comic I ever got, like proper comic, not a corner shop comic, was Batman versus Robin. And that's the first time I actually got to like properly look in a comic book shop. But I saw the story and I was like, wait, what? Batman versus Robin? I expected some legendary fight to kick off. Didn't really kick off. It was more like, oh yeah, here's an explanation. So, robot control. What? Took out all the fun. And I lived with that comic for so long. Like, any time in school where they were like, oh, you need a book. Comic book. And I would argue to my deathbed that it's still a book. Because it is. Alright. I'm just working it out, leveling it. I'm just realising how much all this is just going to be like looking bricky. That's the opposite of what I like to do. It's going to be all brick. But what I'm going to do this time around is I want to make some more dimension into it. I don't want it to be as flat as it has been. Like, the bottom is going to be somewhat flat. Like, I'll be honest, it's going to be a bit flat. But I want to add some interest. I don't want it to be so boring. So I'm just going to try and add some shape into the building. That's my goal. I want it so in a roleplay, if this place is going to be like a mobster hangout or something. So you expect like a fight to break out or someone to bring out the pew-pews. You know, I don't mean the religious pew-pews. I think those are just called pews. Imagine Star Wars if just like the only sound was pew. The only sound effect, just Luke Skywalker, Return the Jedi, or Empire Strikes Back, pulls out his lightsaber, hits the activator button, and just pew. The saddest ignition noise ever. Just pew. And that's how Luke Skywalker got bullied out of Jedi school. True story. We used to call him Luke at that. Because Luke at that. Embarrassing lightsaber noise. In fact, that's just one of the things that I think about. Random things for Star Wars / and Star Wars. Like, random ideas, random stories. Like, earlier today I was thinking celebrity castings. Because I've seen so many people do bits like that. Like, oh yeah, if I was casting in a movie, I would go for so-and-so actor because I think they're amazing that they could do the role of the character. And a lot of the time I go, no. No in hell is blankety blank man gonna be Iron Man, or is Robert Louis Steven gonna be like Batman? No. Like, I think you have to meet a certain criteria. My criteria is, can you meet the vibe check? Like, if I told you it was life or death, you're acting for life or death, convince me you're this character. That's what I want to see. I want to see the greatest portrayal that a person could do. And that's why I thought about, like, oh, alright, who would I cast? Like, if I was going to make some movies, like, DC just walked up to me, gave me a big old check and said, man, just make us a movie. We need at least, like, $20. Okay, here we go. So, my first thought was Music Meister, because what was it? The crossover in CW, I was so mad. so utterly offended by their choice of casting for who they chose the music master to be, and I was so upset. They did Neil Patrick Harris dirty. There is no one in this world that deserves to be music master more than Neil Patrick Harris. You had a musical DC CW episode and you didn't get the iconic voice of the Music Master. I didn't know the Music Master was a character till I heard the glorious voice of Neil Patrick Harris just bring that character to life as if it was life or death. And I was sold on the character forever. I will hear Neil Patrick Harris. And the worst thing... Well, I suppose the greatest thing about his portrayal is how easy he can get a song stuck in your head in general. So that's what sold me on him as the character. If I could cast him right now, Music Master movie, Neil Patrick Harris, boom. And the whole basis of it would be a over-the-top, you know at the start that it's going to be a musical movie, like people annoyed that they're trapped in a constant musical, some characters that probably shouldn't be in a musical, stuck in a musical, fighting the Music Meister to end the fact that they're stuck in a musical. I thought that'd be hilarious. Imagine Batman trying to react to the fact like he's stuck in a musical. Just forced to sing. Kind of like the Brave and the Bold episode, because I thought that was a great inspiration, but I would add more musical themed characters, because there are so many musical themed characters that have been ignored as a whole. So I'd just add some more, like the Fiddler, dust him off, chuck him out there. Just have him there for like 5 minutes. Pied Piper. Who's the guy that played the guitar? He was like a metalhead. I remember there was like a guitar playing guy. I'm about to say trumpeter, but I think he's Marvel. So like, yeah, a musical movie where everyone hates the fact they're stuck in a musical. That's the whole basis, and there's a few more people. I was thinking like Red Hood, and some people would question me and go, "Oh, is it because you like Supernatural?" No, it's like when I think Red Hood, the voice that comes into my mind is Jensen Ackles, because he is the Red Hood that I grew up with. Like, yes, man, that guy can act. Like, I was somewhat interested in The Boys, but his portrayal of Soldier Boy, I just went, yes, this. And it was strange, because I've seen Under the Red Hood must be over 100 times at this point, and I never actually like remembered the voice actors' names. I knew like Neil Patrick Harris played Nightwing, and that would always be stuck in my head because I went, no way is this guy Music Master. But I looked up Jensen Ackles after watching The Boys, and it was the sheer interest that I just loved the fact Soldier Boy just came out and he was like, "Your disappointment." What? You just spoke to like their equivalent of Superman, called him a disappointment, and just walked away. That was comical for me. It's the equivalent of what is it, Captain America walking into DC, walking straight up to Superman, just going, "Your disappointment." That's the level of comedy that I took from it. So yeah, that's why I'd see him. Next I was thinking, in fact, I've got the list. Let me read the list, because I made a little list. It's not the biggest list, it was brainstorming ideas. Teddy Sears, because I'm never going to go replace Jay Garrick / Hunter Zolomon. I liked him as Hunter Zolomon. He was good as Hunter Zolomon. I think CW Zoom's like the perfect portrayal of a character. Like, I don't think there will be a better portrayal of Hunter Zolomon. I suppose like more comic accurate, but still, I'd go Teddy Sears because he landed that role perfectly, and I can't see anyone else playing that role. Oh, for Flash, I'm probably going to say Grant Gustin because I like him, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be someone else out there that I'm going to look at and go, he'd be good, because Ezra Miller will never be my Flash, never. He just doesn't. He didn't take it home in Batman vs Superman, and since then, he hasn't even come close. Like, he hasn't even come close. That's the level of like disappointment I have in his portrayal of the character. Just trying to work out like the sizings of this place at the same time as like talking, so it might just be mad that I'm building quite randomly. I'm gonna smash this up. So most of this architectural design was just copied off like the concept of Paddy's pub, but I'm gonna redo as much as I can because I want to try and oh man, I broke some of the exterior wall, which is awkward. I don't know what I'm going to put across that. I'm going to put something across that. Where is my last... I've got one more character that I was thinking about. Raven. Oh, Raven. The like golden member of like the gothic community, I would say. And I think everyone would agree with me on my casting. If you haven't guessed who I would say would probably land like the best portrayal of Raven, why are you even here? Why are you even here, man? Why are you even here? Even Superman screaming at you. He's going, it's her. Just General Ortega, like hands down, General Ortega. We've seen her portrayals in the cinematic world. We've seen her on the small screen. We've seen what her acting skills are capable of, and she takes the concept of a gothic character and not only knocks it out of the ballpark, but she makes you invested in the character. Look at Wednesday. Look at what's that character in Beetlejuice? The second Beetlejuice. I can never remember the character's name, but she smacks it out of the ballpark with that amazing portrayal of the character. That I was so interested in the character, not the story. Beetlejuice 2's story was kind of a meh to me, but everything else felt interesting. Like, I wanted to know more about the story of her character. Like, what drives you to just hating your mother all of a sudden? Because we didn't just walk into it with an explanation like, oh yeah, her mother's a psychic. No, we went into it like, this is a brand new movie, starting from scratch. Here's where you're going to start. And I found that interesting, personally. The braveness of Tim Burton to just go, yeah, we're going to start like this is a brand new movie. Like the first time I'm ever writing Beetlejuice. And I liked that. It was fresh. It wasn't forced. You had the amazing acting skills of Jenna Ortega. She completely took that role, made it come to life. And that's why I think she would be the greatest portrayal of Raven. Because we've seen her capabilities of taking the gothic character, or the basis of a gothic character, and bringing them to life. And that's why I think taking up probably one of the most powerful gothic characters ever would be insane. Because how else could she take that role and just like make it golden? Like, I'm pretty sure so many people love the character of Raven, but so many people, I haven't seen anyone go Jenna Ortega for Raven, or say Jenna Ortega for Raven. But I think it's just so... The answer's right there. Like, I want to see a Raven movie with just Jenna Ortega. It needs to be, like, thought out. Clearly, thought out. And when I say thought out, I don't mean just like, oh yeah, let's rush a movie out because we can make a couple dollars, or we can make a couple shillings. No. What we need is bit of thinking, tiny bit of thinking, because every good movie needs a bit of thinking. You never rush a moneymaker. That's the trick to the world. Never rush a moneymaker. Just realising the toilets, it's only giving me 3 cubicles. I suppose I could break it down. Maybe like 1 per toilet. Yeah, the whole idea that just takes place is Jenna Ortega's portrayal of the character of Raven, because I would love to see that. Her acting skills, we've seen time and time again, and she lands. It's not even like a rush to doing it. We've seen her take on the roles, we've seen her smash them out of the ballpark, and I've never seen like her do a role that she hasn't put all her energy into. There might be like a role where she hasn't put all of her energy into, but I'm still gonna feel like she's gonna be Raven, like the best interpretation of Raven. And if Warner Brothers and DC were smart, they would go, okay, we'll plot this out, a bit of brain power, and what we'll do is we'll make a movie, a standalone Raven movie at first, because you need to kind of do the ground set before you do the big Titans movie. You need to get some characters that you know you're going to kill off like instantly, like some lesser DC characters that are never going to get a show in like 100 years. A couple magic based ones that you just know. Not even if Tim Burton came up with like $1 million idea for the characters, I think you're going to get like their own show. Or maybe ones like that nudge the plot along as a consistent thing. So like maybe Dr. Fate just like pokes his head in and just goes, "No, you want to go this way." Just thought out, not just rushed. Because so many times people rush the roles, and that's what creates bad storytelling. Just rushing a story. But yeah, Raven, bit thought out. That's the trick. Yeah, Jenna Ortega, definitely. I know we just randomly got onto the topic of like people I would cast, but that's just the way I think. And I've been thinking about it all day, so most of my energy's gone into that. And now most of my brain's going like, how the heck are you not building a toilet properly? Okay, so you open that. Okay, so you kind of shut the door. Then you can sit down. The door would probably be the other way, wouldn't it? Definitely strange. Right, rethink this. If at first thinking doesn't work one way, think the other way. Okay, just two tiny cubicles. Smash this place up, remake it. If at first your ideas don't work, get a hammer out, smash them up and just try again. Okay, that's not letting me place it. Darn you, Burger King! I'm not even sure why I'm cursing him for cursing Burger King. I think it's just randomly I saw a Burger King advert earlier and I was like, Why are you trying to sell me Burger King? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go to Burger King tomorrow. Like, heck, if Burger King want to pay for me to have a day off to just go Burger King, sure. I'm not just going to go to Burger King, like, I'm going to do everything I can to enjoy a day off. If like, someone's going to pay for it. Alright, this has turned into like a really awkward shape to build in, but heck, at least I'm trying. I could have just rushed this, just come up with like the most awful, tight designed space, but I'm trying. Most of this is not just coming from my brain, thinking like, what would the toilets be like in a pub? But personal experience, because I've never been into a toilet that's had like a big area. Alright, I'm thinking putting like a window here, but maybe taps here, so that's not what they're called in this mod pack, is it? I want to go to McCrayfish, because a lot of the decorative blocks are in McCrayfish. I'm just realising I keep calling it McCrayfish, but it's Mr. Crayfish. It's just one of those mental things, like a Mandela effect. Like, I'm convinced that it used to be spelt a specific way, and it just turns out I'm wrong. Okay, let's try some, maybe stripped oak. Try that. Nah, white. White and cyan or white and black? Let's give them each a shot. Alright, white and black it is. Bit of contrast, looks kind of grubby. Let's go back to the blocks. What would you presume a window-ish colour? Not massively like a window. I'm going to try tinted glass for the sake of tinted glass, or attempting. Ice. What? Packed ice. That's an idea. Yeah, you can see straight through that. Let's try packed ice, because I think packed ice is the one that doesn't melt. Right, there we go. So it's coming along. It's only taking me overly thinking about it to build it. There we go, got 2 toilets. That I've spent more time working on the toilets than I have the rest of the bar. So it's quite small in like the actual bar area, but I plan to extend it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area. I might redo that area, make it like a little private room. In fact, that's probably what I could do. Let me... The first blocks that jump to mind are create blocks, because the create mod has so many amazing blocks. What colour am I thinking? I'm thinking Patty's Pub. It's a type that would have like coloured furniture to meet the name, so green. That I'm feeling they would have green furniture. Probably green cushions as well. Like, it's mock Irish. Why am I getting leave effects in here? I don't think there's any... It's because there's the botanists right there. I'm going to try and make the roof interesting. That's part of the goal. Or the ceiling. I don't want it to just be boring. Alright, so this is going to be a private room. Before I place these, I need to think ceiling. Alright. Pubs, ceiling. What are you thinking? Grey, brown. Alright, I'm seeing the wax exposed copper. That somewhat feels right. Wood. Getting a wood vibe. What about smooth sandstone? How will that look? Ooh. Wow, I've never looked at a block and thought how much I hate the way that looks. Let's try these woods. We'll get a bit of a palette going. So just see. Okay, I'm liking the brown and the hint of greenery. What I'm going to do, where it is chipped, I don't know if copper has different variants in here, but it's worth checking, always worth checking. You never know, you could find like the best looking block in the game and decide, yes, I shall use this for everything. For me, it seems to be deep slate, because I'm pretty sure I've had people mention to me, you know, you use deep slate like a scary amount, right? Yes, I know. And it's just the coloration, it's nearly black, so it's grey enough, but nearly black. Just lovely, so that way you can use it black and any lighter colour without it like clashing too much, because that's why I don't like black stone, because it feels so dark and coarse that it feels like something you would put in a desert, because it feels like sandy, like it's coarse, it'd hurt your skin, it'd be uncomfy. I like making sure that my builds feel like there's a texture to them. So that's the goal. Try and add like somewhat of a texture that looks nice but not too overpowering on the eyes. Okay, I'm not seeing copper. I may have scrolled past copper, that is always an option. Let's try looking it up. Copper. Okay, there we go. Copper options. That gives me weathered copper. What about normal copper? This is all raw. Green. There's just green, or an interesting green. Polished. Twirl my mustache as I look at that and think. Waxed. I don't know if that's going to have a polish, is it? It's got a polish. But no, that's got a polish as well. So let's have a look-see and see if it looks any nice. Oh, I'm instantly sold on the copper there, the green. Wow. The shiny like texture to it just instantly made me fall in love and think that's the type of thing they probably have in an Irish themed pub. Just like a green roof, ignoring how electronically conductive it is. It's like everyone could get electrocuted in this bar, but they don't care. Okay, so let's fill this in. I want to redesign the back area, because I feel like the theme would be for everyone else, but like back there it'd be like sketchy. Like every time I thought of this pub, I have thought like criminal undertones. And you know, I'm more noticing. For once, I'm not actually wearing a superhero suit while building. It's rare that I haven't used a superhero suit while building, because normally I get into the mentality of like the character, so I make up a character for the area. Hence how we've had Paulies, and I thought, oh, what would Paulie have? You know, weirdly, like started doing that roughly the time like was it Mumbo Jumbo did, and Yeah, you see why. Now we're about to see why. I'm going to kind of want to see how it looks in the toilets. You know what? It still works. Themed pub. That way we can do lights and stuff in the toilets. Just smash the stone up in here though, because I do want to do something different in here. Yes, I've accidentally punched that. You know what? I might actually just do green in here. Oh man. How many times like I've punched the wrong thing in here? Like, it's such a scary amount that I've punched the wrong block entirely. I'll replace the glass, otherwise I'm going to forget about the glass, copy it at 1,000,001 times, paste it, and I'm never going to notice. I might make this building slightly taller now that I think about it, because I kind of want to make it equal to the building that has pulleys, because I kind of want to extend the apartment buildings to connect into this, so you'd have like 2 options of apartment buildings. Okay, let's smash that so we can jump through. Yeah, look at that. It's like an emerald coloration in here. It feels like, boom, come in, Irish themed pub. Or themed, just themed pub. That's all this place is, themed pub. Okay, so this should probably be... I'll try over here first. So we need the lighting wand. So I'm just going to light that up generically for the minute. Thinking just like green chairs. Brainstorming. Private room. What would be in a private room? I'm assuming little tables in the corner. A little nice, but what would you think? Coloration grey, maybe grey. Some kind of coloration where you wouldn't focus at looking on the table. You'd be looking at whatever's in front of you. Probably andesite, maybe. Because I wouldn't... Either andesite, granite wouldn't work. Stone. Okay, we've got 2 to try. Yes, it's gonna have to be the andesite there. So let's smash that up, because that's quite large, quite the cushioned bit. So it looks quite luxurious there. Like, yeah, you can sit here, sit there. We've purposely grabbed the wrench so I could get rid of like the arms, make it look like a giant piece of furniture. Kind of reminds me of like Jabba the Hutt. Okay, put 2 tables there maybe. Nah. Maybe there? What else would be in here? Lanterns maybe. Like there'd be weird lighting in here. Just in here would be like less lighting than the other parts of the place. Okay. That's a redstone torch. Torches, lanterns. That looks kind of cool, like a lava lamp. Wasn't there one in here that looked like a lava lamp? More like a lava lamp than that one. Might just be that one. We'll give them a try. And there's a lantern there, so whatever one look. Okay. Kind of works. Let's grab some chain. I'm feeling like for a private room it'd probably be suspended from the ceiling, like some kind of decorative piece. There we are. And I'm just going to copy that exact design over here. So table, 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 table. One. Yeah, that's going to have the lowest hanging one. And I forgot to... I just realised I chucked these over here. And I forgot to keep them in my inventory. I just so quickly chucked them away. So what was it? 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's like an oversized table thing. Maybe get these leprechaun cider mugs. We'll just scatter two up there. Yeah, as if people are sat there. That's the goal. Make it look like people are partying away in here. So lighting fixtures, just 2 private rooms. Maybe a chair there. Like they actually do care about the customers. So you'd come in, you'd order, you'd sit down. Talk to the bartender or barkeep. Probably need more over here. Stretch that out. How's that look? Kind of weird. But at the same time, like, I'm brainstorming maybe a booth. Like there'd just be a booth over here. Couple booths maybe. Let's see if we can just do it with a bit of a space. Or if I'd have to like redesign. Yes, I'll have to redesign. Of course I shall, Captain. Maybe if I do that as a 1, will it work? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's space like back here now. So we just need like some kind of table. I suppose. Let me brainstorm a second. Clear mode blocks. Hey, what are you doing? Carrying some blocks. What do you think? Part of me is just thinking, see if I can use these, and let's grab just 2 more mugs because I want to see, can I engineer the look of a table? We'll get rid of the chair there so you can actually come through here. Can I put blocks behind here? Yes, I can, without it messing with the decor. So that guy there, they've got a drink. This guy's got a drink. This guy's got an empty mug. That guy would have an empty mug. Yeah, this place feels more alive. Like I put that extra bit of work. Alright, we'll get rid of these lights because I don't like them. I'm just rethinking how I'm going to do the lights. I'm looking at the chains and let's check chipped again because I'm thinking like some kind of green lighting, something that screams paddies. That's a green lantern, a green looking lantern rather. Brainstorm. What actually looks like it'd work in here? That's the tricky thing. The yellow there. The green kind of works. Just little green lanterns. And I don't mean the superhero kind. Surprisingly. Normally I'll make a joke about the green lanterns anytime I'm using the colour green. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So this is the centre point. So there we go. 6 lights light up this big room. Can they hang on the walls? Yes, they can. Just thinking of like chucking some on the walls. How would it look? No, absolutely not. If there's something going to be on the wall, it's got to be artistic, but not overpowering in coloration and design. Something on the wall that screams like pub, but anywhere else in the world, you probably wouldn't care. This is why we brainstorm what we do, so we don't muck it up in the future. That's why, Treacle. That is why. You can always add like bunting or something in this place. But I'm just trying to, somewhat worrying about like how I would, just like, or why I'd put like bunting and stuff in here. It doesn't feel like the type of place. Maybe a glow painting. Grab that. What else? What else? What else? I don't know why instantly my brain just clicked on like the guns and stuff. I suppose it's just the way I scroll, because I randomly click things to try and jog my brain. Like what else? What else can I use? Just working out. I still don't know what I'm going to do with this back room. Part of me's thinking try and get like a staircase or something, so it like takes you up and round. I suppose over here would be better. Like walk up the stairs, walk around, get upstairs. Like the office and stuff is upstairs or downstairs. So this place could offer food or something. Maybe, let's see, block that off. But that just makes me want to get rid of that chair so bad. Yeah. But no, I could just, yeah, like step back and do that. Because now there's not a chair there, it can just be like a actual tabletop. Now, shelves. Which mod had the good shelves? I never remember. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was that one. What was that one called? Another furniture. Yeah. Just had some shelves. So that way we can chuck like a barrel or two up there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Door. Something feels off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. That's showing the middle, but the ceiling's... Why do I feel like there's something off in here? Yeah, something definitely feels off. Because looking at the floor, that plan... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's why I'm seeing something off. That is why. So I'm going to flip that the other way. If I didn't just instantly smash it into oblivion, I would have put those the other way around to just help my brain. Just to soak up the information that I had it the wrong way around. So that's when my brain just like fizzled, just utterly imploded on itself. Get spruce. I'm gonna grab, we'll grab some of those, and then chuck maybe a barrel like the, maybe like the, other way. But if it's the other way, maybe like that. Kind of feels off, but never know. And an empty mug there. Maybe an empty couple tankards up there. Can I chuck one on top of the barrel? Yeah, chuck a couple up there anyway. So it looks like there are spares ready to go. And now to think of like decor. So I want to kind of put like a painting. Are there any 3x3s? The torch. 3x2, 3x2, 2x2, 4x4, 3x2, 4x2, 3x2, 3x2, 2x2, 4x2. Is there seriously only one 3x3? Okay, a torch it is. Try again. Vintage frame. Alright, the green does not work. Netherite? No, that feels out of place. Dark oak. See what it looks like, see what it looks like. But it should just be like one higher for some reason. And then the painting here, maybe just a 2x2 or something. Frame vintage dark oak. See, it works there, but there. Just doesn't work, does it? Out of curiosity, what would it look like with a barrel there? Awkward. That's what it looks like. Awkward. But what if... Maybe about that level. If I put shelves across it. Somewhat works, somewhat doesn't. Against the whole thing, it kind of looks alright. I might just chuck a couple barrels over here. Like, that's just some storage from them, or for them. And someone's chucked their drink on top because they've gone into the toilets. But that way we can put little trophies and knickknacks on the top. Try and like add some decor to this place. So let's go back. Decorations. Okay, this is where the fun begins. Display case, definitely. Definitely a display case. What else is there? What else is there? Flower pot. I feel like this type of place should just have a random skull. Maybe a random skull. Bell, because I feel like someone would have nicked a bell at some point. Where is... there it is, little statue guy. We're going to give him a few random items to hold, so... what would he hold? 'Tis but the question. Let's check simply swords. The golden ones. So these are just like mock designs of... yeah, I'm using a custom pack. Hence why some of these are like designed like lightsabers and stuff. Like, let me grab, what was it, the netherite longsword. So I was literally trying someone's design for a lightsaber sword. Hence why I've got a lightsaber here. It's literally me testing the design and forgetting that I had the pack enabled. So I'm looking at the gold, because I feel like that's what would be on a trophy. Golden hammer. Golden sickle. Scythe. 1, 2. I feel like they'd have them all together. So hammer, scythe, and maybe just like a claymore. Let's see what that looks like. Just a claymore. Championship trophies. Championship trophies. That's what they've got. A couple championship trophies. I feel like they wouldn't always be champions, so we need a silver one. Maybe an iron sai to represent silver, and iron great axe. There we go, so they're nearly champions. And a random bell. Probably stolen. That someone's brought to the pub for the sake of having it in a pub. And just a skull. I feel like that's all that needs to be up there. I will probably place a camera, just as a hidden thing. A camera to record everything in here. No cameras in here because they're private rooms. But in here, the second you come through the door, there's just a camera there on you. In fact, why don't I just change the skull to a camera? There you go, you've got 2 cameras on you the second you come in. So there's no way in hell, unless you're paying for a private booth, that you got 5 seconds worth of freedom. There we go, here's the bathroom. Kind of want to add some texture there, so I'm going to grab the copycat step and place that across the top there. I don't want white concrete. I feel would do the best, because there we go. let's try. Just gonna grab these, try them in the toilets. Yeah, that kind of looks alright. There we go, toilets are go. And now it's time for the office. The Dawn would be in here, ready to shoot whoever breaks into his place. So let's smash up this old office, smash it all up, get the hammer going, chop everything up, throw it all out. Alright, let's get the lighting wand going for a second. Spam that around on the top. Okay, what would be in here? What would be in here? Let's see, stairs maybe. Stairs. Wooden maybe. Where would they be? Here maybe? 1, 2, 1, 2. Always do. I just realised I always do like 2x2 for stairs, and I don't know why that is. Yeah, two. So you come up here, come up here, go to the second floor maybe. Yeah, this is like a big redesign, so I'd have to smash all this up. Luckily, I think this is like the area I get more time to think about, because it's not like I'm just going to finish and be done. There we go, then that takes you upstairs. Probably be brick across that then. Maybe brick like that, just kind of break it up. Just like divide up the space a bit. So ways, just trying to think how to do the stairs. Always a struggle with my brain to just think how I'm going to do the stairs. So upstairs, boom. Most of this place is just like useless at the minute. What I might do, how long have I been streaming? 1.5 hours. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you outside. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to you. This is one of the few streams I haven't worn a super suit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here, because it's 9:15 for me. Blimey, 9:15? 9:15? Yes it is. So what I'm going to do is end the stream here. I think maybe the only thing that will change between now and the next episode is I might just get stuck on this and might just try and plan the second floor, because I'm gonna just copy and paste. It's gonna be 4 floors still, but 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically gonna be the same height as that, maybe the same height. Maybe just do it one shorter, just because as a bit of a level. But I'm gonna take you to the end screen now. It's been amazing that you've been here. It's been amazing doing everything. So what I want you to do, if you feel like it, is like, comment, subscribe. If this episode's on YouTube, go on. I'll give you a magic phrase to let me know you're on YouTube. If you've watched this whole thing and you're on YouTube, tell me who you would cast in say a DC movie, like Warner Brothers and DC knock on your door right now, say you're making the next DC movie, who you going to cast and as what character. Go on, let me know. Go on. Heck, you can even take my Jenna Ortega one. That's like the main one that I'm quite interested with, because I think she's good at the role, or would be good at the role. But let me know. And if you're on Twitch and you're watching this as I'm streaming it, well, why haven't you followed? Why haven't you followed? And commented that you followed, because you got to remember, I can't see when you follow. But if you're on YouTube, are you going to subscribe? I can wait a little longer for you to subscribe. Did you click it? What about the like button? I've got to feed 2 sidekicks. Like, come on. Don't you want more content? Enough of the begging. I'll take you to the end screen, and we'll see you next time. Let's hit that end screen, and may the force be with you always. See you.